Here we go. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So now guys, I got a little suction cup to put on the mirror and I can actually drive and talk to y'all live. So before I like to start the video, I like to address some things. One, shout out to Walmart getting these customized hats. I mean, masks, my bad. Shout out to them. Another thing too is, guys, I have a huge issue with the FOXBODY. So what's going on is, yesterday I heard a weird sound as we're taking our stuff to the storage unit. As you know, I'm moving out. So I hear a weird ticking sound. I open up the hood, follow that ticking sound, and it's coming from the spark plug. And what's happening is, the spark plug is actually, you can see the spark. So I read online, and there's a couple things that came up. One, it could be a bad spark, or two, it could be the bad spark wires. It could be honestly both. I'm just gonna replace that one spark plug for now, just because, like I said, I am moving out. This isn't gonna be my permanent address, so when I get to my new apartment, that's when I'm gonna order a hose set from LMR, of course, and change out all the spark plugs. But I could change all the spark wires right now. So it is kind of dangerous driving around like this, but I gotta get to point A to point B. Fingers crossed, you know, I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm not racing, I'm driving safely. Right now I'm actually heading to O'Reilly, buy the new spark wires and the spark plug. It comes pre-gap, I believe, from what I saw online through the app. So if not, we're gonna pre-gap it, and if you don't know how, I'm gonna show you as well. So I'll be right back with y'all. Actually, some things I would like to mention too. So yesterday I tried to work on the car just to see what was wrong with the spark plug, and I actually, since I was driving it, I went ahead and took my stuff to the storage unit, came back, and that's when I wanted to mess with it. Guys, I advise, do not touch your car if you just got it running. Let it cool off, because I burnt the crap out of my hand. I had like this little small burnt mark. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can't see it, but I promise you, it hurt like a mofo at the time. And it still kind of hurts because I peeled off the skin. I don't know about y'all, but I hate scabs, so I peeled it off. So what I will do this time is actually go home, wait for the car to cool off. I'm gonna finish my last project for my summer classes. You know, I'm taking summer classes, and then install it. Also, I have the lights coming in. So what happened about that, as you see in the last video, these were at market lights, so I had to order it online. And at first, the original price just for one headlight was $99, because I had to ship it the next day. Just because, you know, I don't want to get pulled over. I'd rather spend $99 than spend $200 on a ticket. So that's what I did. And like, I was 2 seconds away from actually ordering it, and then like it hit me, wait, Amazon has everything, so let me go ahead and see what it has. So I put in the manufacturer number on it, and sure enough, Amazon has it for $22 for two headlights. So I went ahead and bought two, and I will be replacing them as well with the whole spark plug, spark wires in this video. So that's the agenda for today. Wait for the car to cool off, and then basically replace every little thing that's electronic. So now I will be back with y'all in a couple minutes. All right, everybody, so I just picked up the spark plug. I bought this pretty nifty tool. You could it's a magnet as well, so literally pick up the hold on to the spark plug as I unscrew it and loosen it up. So that's pretty nifty. And then I bought the spark plug. I'll show you right now. It comes pre-gapped, so I can't really show you how to do it. So, but I'll give you a quick rundown about it. So basically, when you buy a spark plug and it does come pre-gapped, there's this little circle tool that has different increments of how to gap a spark plug, and you put it at the very end when you start, and you rotate it all the way to the gap length that you need it at. With my FOXBODY, we gotta get it at 0.054. This is our pre-gap to 0.054, which you could, it's always good to double check and verify that it's at that right measurement. But another thing I like to include is what happens if you don't get your spark plugs fixed is that, one, you're going to be wasting a lot of gas, and it's going to smell like a lot of gas. Like, I knew something was up yesterday when Daddy and I went to go put all of our stuff in the storage unit. It smelled like gas really bad. And then another thing too is you're going to have a bad rough idle at a stoplight or wherever you're at. Right now I'm having a really bad idle. I don't know if you can hear the car shake or whatnot, but another thing that I'm having trouble with is idle that it could also lead to potential losing power. So that's another thing as well that could happen when you have a bad spark plug. And hopefully, I don't know if you can hear it too, but like when I push the gas, you can hear it ticking. Let me turn off the AC, maybe you can get it. If not, then I'll probably get it when once the car is cooled off. Actually, when we head back home, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. But that's it right now. When it comes to spark wires, I can't install that today just due to the fact that they had to order it from Dallas. I got high performance spark wires. You know, even though this isn't pushing like a lot of horsepower like the modern cars nowadays, with the aftermarket essentials that I have, with the headers, BBK Cold Air Intake, the BBK Off-Road H-Pipe, the Magnaflow exhaust, it is a high performing car from when it started out stock. So it's about time I upgrade the spark plug wires as well. So I went ahead and got a performance. And even then, I might even change that, because like I said, in the future, I do plan on buying new heads, a new upper intake, and then a new throttle body. So this car should be pushing ideally around 330 horsepower to the wheel, or even more. Who knows where I can get it at. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm heading home, and then from there, I'm gonna let the car cool off, finish packing up. I'll show y'all what everything looks like too once we're done, and then by the end of the night, have a new spark plug in, and I can compare the old one to the new one as well. So I see y'all here in a couple minutes. Alright, y'all, so y'all can hear that ticking sound. Let's see if I can get a spark in there. You see that? Yup. Gotta change that out. It's really bad, y'all. Alright, everybody. So it says that you're supposed to take off the take off your cold air intake, and it's supposed to be easier, which I just did. Thought I was able to work around it, but apparently not. If the spark plug wasn't bad before, it definitely is now, because as you can see, I definitely broke it trying to unscrew it off, and it was a pain in the butt. Here, I'll show you the ends. See, I don't know if you can see. Let me try zooming in on that. That's kind of burnt out compared to this one. Hopefully we're not going to make it as tight, but we see what happens. So basically now what happens is I'm screw it in, use the handy dandy tool, which is right there, and then from there I'm not going to turn it on yet. I'm going to wait until I actually have the wires in, and I'm going to replace all the wires as well. Sadly, the wires won't come in tomorrow, so tomorrow you see me installing the lights. Installing the new spark plug wires, and then replacing the light bulbs as well, because these are crap. That's really it. I'm not going to show you how to, or if you're interested in how to, when I order new spark plugs from LMR, I'll show y'all how to replace all of them. It's quite simple, like I said. If you get this handy dandy tool, it's a whole lot easier. It's still a little bit pain in the butt with equal length headers, but it manages well. So I'm going to go ahead and hand tight these in, and then tie it in tighter. So here we go. All right, everybody, so it's the next day. Got the spark plug wires in. You're wondering what I bought. It is the premium Blue Streak wires. You can already tell by the feel of it, it's high quality. Now the only thing that sucks is they're not numbered, so I'm gonna have to measure them out and fit them on properly, just like that. But as of right now, what we're gonna do is tighten the spark plug, because like I said earlier, yesterday I just got it hand tight. It's not tight all the way, and the new tool, the little nifty tool that I bought, little fancy one, I wasn't able to turn it all the way, so that's why I bought one individual by itself. Does not adjust, so I could be able to just put it on, grab another lug nut, and just tighten it from the top like that. And then once that's done, there is a huge ticking sound, so I'm gonna go back around, make sure all the bolts are tight on my car, and hopefully I could solve the issue here pretty soon. So I'm going to do all of this. This isn't going to be a how-to video, but I'm going to knock this out real quick, and if any issues come up, let y'all know. Alright, y'all, so the spark plug is nice and tight in there, and now, like I said, just because I'm trying to get rid of that ticking sound, I'm going back over all the bolts, make sure everything's nice and tight. Turns out a lot of the header bolts were fairly loose, so I went ahead and tightened them down. I'll probably have to go to a mechanic shop to tighten up the bolts on the exhaust, make sure it's not the exhaust as well. But now the only thing I got left to do is actually changing out the spark wires. As you can see, it's all right there. These are the new ones. What I plan to do is just taking them out one by one. I measure them out to the best fit and replacing them like that. So that's the agenda, and then we're gonna start it up and see what happens. So be back in a few. All right, everybody, so everything's nice and plugged in, nice and tight. As you see, the new spark plugs are in. The only thing I didn't change is the center one, just because, like I said, we are moving out, so this is the last day for us to finish, so that one probably be due. Probably get to it eventually, but I will have it, the extra pieces in my toolbox, ready whenever. So now the only thing we can do, hopefully, is cross our fingers and turn it on. See what happens. All right, y'all, here we go. Officially a cold start. hopefully everything's good. Make sure the ticking sound is gone. One thing I do realize is the car sounds a whole lot deeper. Give it a couple revs. I don't see any exhaust leak. Okay, so something was misfiring. What could that be? There's no way that could just be the cat. Temperature is good, gas is good, RPMs is high. Probably just because it's the first time it's been turned on. Going back down, idle is consistent. Let it run for a couple minutes and I'll be right back with y'all.
Alright, so what is up, y'all? As you can tell, I'm back in the 5.0 and I figured out what was causing that popping sound in my exhaust. When I was installing, well, when I was replacing all the spark wires, I did two at the same time. I got confused and I knew worst case scenario was I would get them mixed up. So I went ahead and just ignored it and I started on all the other spark plugs, and then that's when I turned it on, see how everything's running. It seemed nice, it seemed deeper at first, and then after that, that's when the popping sounds were coming off, and I was like, something has to be up, man. I don't know, maybe let me give it some rest. After 30 minutes of the car just chilling and sitting, went back downstairs, turned it on, and for a while it didn't pop, and then like after 2 minutes of it, I finally popped and started popping. And I was like, man, there's something wrong. Let me go ahead and go on YouTube and make sure I got all the spark plugs lined up properly. And shout out to LMR for having the spark plug wire instruction. They told you the numbers of like each spark plug numbers and all that as well. So I learned that, and then sure enough, I got spark plugs 3 and 7 mixed up. So I went ahead and fixed that, switched them around. Sure enough, right when I cranked it, no popping sound. It is gone. There's no ticking sound because there was a exhaust leak as well, because the screws on my headers on both sides, passenger and driver side, came fairly loose. So while I was under there doing, I guess you could say, a little tune-up, I went ahead and tightened down all the screws on the headers, and the car is good now. So hopefully I can make it out to Cars and Coffee tomorrow. Don't know yet if I could go. We just have to find out. I want to go, but like honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed of the bad paint job that I got, but eventually here pretty soon I will get the paint job. And after that, after a while, it being of its original color, within a month or two, I plan on actually giving it a new paint job. So stay tuned for more videos. But basically, that's going to conclude the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like, share the video with your friends, and let's go ahead, guys. Let's grow this channel out. Let's go. I'm out. Skadoosh.